Welcome to Quiet Stuff Studio. Today I'm going to show you how to make a crocheted friendship bracelet. It's double-sided, super cute colors. It's got these braided ends which make it really easy to take on and off. And you can use whatever color you like. Today I'm going to be making just like that pink bracelet. It's going to be blue and white. So to start out, you're going to use a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. So hopefully you have one of those at home around the house. You'll also need a ruler. This is the one that I have. And then you are going to need some scissors to cut your yarn. And you're going to need two different colors of the size 4 worsted weight yarn. I have a dark blue I'm going to use as well as a white. So let's get started. Grab your first color that you want to be your main color. Grab one end and your ruler. We are going to be measuring out 7 inches. We're doing this because we want to leave enough on the end to create the tie and braid. So I just hold it across the top and pinch it at the end to hold my spot. And next we're going to be making a slip knot. So holding the other end, you're going to wrap around and pull through with your fingers, and this will create your slip knot. Okay, so now grab your crochet hook and you're going to put it through the hole and pull the tail end, which will make it all tight. Then wrap the working end of your yarn around your finger, and you're going to do what we call a chain. So what you do is you yarn over, you wrap around, and you pull through that loop. So as you can see, we have 2 chains already, and you want to go for a total of 40 chains in a row. So just keep wrapping around and pulling through the loop on the hook, and you can totally change how many chains you do depending on the length that you would like. So I chose 40 because I wanted my bracelet to be able to be either a bracelet or long enough to be an anklet. So you're totally welcome to go off of the size of your wrist and how long you would like it, but I chose 40 and that's what worked for me, and that seems to fit most wrists. So as you can see, I've got to 20 stitches. That is about half of the bracelet. So I'm going to continue to do the chains until I get to 40, and then I'll show you what to do next. Alright, and that makes a total of 40 chains. So now we are going to finish it off. I like to measure really quick before I do that to make sure I like the length, and I do. So to finish it off, you're going to wrap around and pull through and make one more chain. This is just going to help us make the knot at the end. Then you're going to grab your ruler and we're going to measure out 7 inches again. And then once you've marked the 7 inches with your finger, just go ahead and cut that. Next we're going to grab that part again where it has the loop. We're going to go back there and grab our hook, put it through again, and you're not going to make any more chains. All you're going to do is pull up, pull that end through the hole and tighten it, and that is going to close off the chains so they won't come undone. And as you can see, now we have 2 7-inch ends that we're going to tie and braid at the end. So we need 4 more rows like this. 3 more are going to be blue, just like this pink bracelet, 3 of the main color and 2 of the white. So I've gone ahead and made 2 more blue chains of 40, finished it off, and 2 of the white. And this makes a total of 3 blue and 2 white. So as you can see, it's that same pattern. You have 5 rows total. It's going to look just like that pink or the yellow, but of course with blue. Now we need to combine these rows together, and we're going to do that with a darning needle. If you don't know what that is, it's just a large needle with a large hole at the end where you thread yarn through, and it's very helpful with any crochet project. So hopefully you have one. If not, go get one. They're super helpful. Alright, so now I'm going to grab my blue again. You need to grab your main color. It's important, I'll tell you why later, you'll see, because we're using this color to thread all 5 pieces together. So it needs to be long, so grab your ruler. We are going to measure out a whole foot, and we're going to measure out a total of 4 feet. So what I like to do is just hold it at one end, take it to the other end, and then once I have a foot measured out, I'll hold the end and essentially just wrap it 4 times to have approximately 4 feet. It's going to be a little bit extra, but that's okay. It's better to be too long than too short. So just wrap around until you have 4 strands and then cut the end. Okay, so now that you have your long enough string to thread, you're going to grab that darning needle again and thread it through the hole. So I like to just kind of pinch one, just fold it and pinch it, and then I'll just take that darning needle and kind of wiggle it on. Makes it super easy. So now that you have that threaded, grab your first chain of 40, which will be the blue or the main color that you're going to use. It's going to be the outside color. As you can see, there are 2 sides of this chain. We want to use the back side, which has these bumps that kind of look like rainbows up and down. They're bumps. We want to put our darning needle end through that bump, and as you can see, the front side, which looks like a V, is still looks the same because all we want to go through is that back bump. So then you'll grab a white because you're going to alternate colors. So go through the back and slide it down. You're going to keep doing that with the next 3 chains that you made. Just make sure you have 2 blues or of your main color on the outsides, because when you thread through, which you'll see in a little bit, it will show if it's not the same color as the outsides of your bracelet. So keep pulling, but leave enough on the end to be just as long as your other 5 ends. So there is your first pull through. Now they're all connected, and you're just going to do the same thing but going the other direction. You're going to go under those back loops, connecting all 5 pieces together, and then you're going to pull through your yarn. Once you do that, as you can see, it kind of is like a snaking motion. You're going to go left, right, left, right. You're going to keep pulling through those back bumps until you've gone through all 40 stitches and connected them evenly. Alright, so now you can see I've gone back and forth for 39 stitches, and the bracelet is all connected. Here is my last pull through. Now all 40 are connected and the bracelet has taken shape. You're going to be left with 6 ends. That blue one might be a little long at the end, but that's totally fine. I like to kind of pull and stretch a little bit to even out those parts that might be tighter than others. But as you can see, you've got the bumpier side and the smoother side, so it is reversible. But next, what we're going to do, you have 6 ends, and you will grab those 2 blues on the end and you're going to tie a knot to secure where we were threading so it doesn't come undone. So I just do a basic double knot to keep it secure. So next we're going to make our knot at the end just to secure all 5 strands together, and it just looks nice. So grab all your ends and wrap around the front. and pull around. Something that I like to use is my crochet hook, just because it makes it a little bit easier to just pull all those ends and make sure that you're not missing one or two, and it can just get frustrating. So using your crochet hook actually helps a lot. So once you have those ends pulled through the loop, you're just gonna pull it tight and try to get it as close to the end as you can. Alright, and then once that's done, go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Wrapping around, pulling through. Feel free to use that crochet hook again. I find it really helpful, but it's not necessary. Just pull that through and try to get it again as tight as you can to the end. Alright, so now that that's done, we are going to braid these strands all together. There's 6 total. Just make 3 groups of 2 and braid those. You can do any combination of your colors. I chose to separate the white just so that it looked a little bit better. So this is what it looks like when it's all braided. Next, you just need to make another knot at the end to secure the braid. So wrap around and pull through. Just don't make it all the way tight yet. Pull it just a little bit so it's towards the end. We are actually going to measure out this braided section just so that we can have it even on both sides. So grab your ruler and measure about 3 inches for each end. So pretty much that's from the knot at the end to the base of the bracelet. So just measure that out and try to get it tight where it reaches 3 inches. And then you are done with that side, and you will just do the same thing on the other side. Braid it, wrap around, pull through the knot, and try to get it as close as you can to 3 inches. Just to double check, it's a good idea to measure the 2 ends against each other, making sure that the knots match up, just to be symmetrical, but no need to worry if it's a little bit off. So there you go, 2 braided ends all finished, and the final step will just be to trim off these long uneven ends. So grab your scissors and just keep them nice and short. They're already braided and knotted, so you can get it pretty close to the knot. Cut those all off, give it a nice trim. Alright, and that is it. You have a finished bracelet now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like.